Police chief says no special favors for Army NCO held in military prison and facing 5 years jail if convicted. Army Sergeant Major who works for the Transport Department of the military has not received bail and is being held in a military prison as the police pursue their investigation into his activities. He is already facing criminal charges under the 2007 Computer Crime Act for the illegal importation of data, disseminating false information and endangering national security. The police chief on Thursday rejected reports and suggestions that the legal process is not taking its proper course concerning the prosecution of Sergeant Major Kimerit Boonchwai, who gave himself up to police authorities this week in Nonthaburi and is currently being detained at a military prison. On Wednesday, the junior officer who went absent without leave from his position in the army on April 3 admitted to purchasing the identity details of 8 million Thai people on the dark web and exploiting this in a campaign which led to Thai authorities shutting down a website allegedly controlled by or associated with the officer. His exploits were described in initial press reports as the work of a hacker. The junior officer has already been charged by police with the Cybercrime Investigation Bureau under the 2007 Computer Crime Act and is facing 5 years in prison if convicted by a court. Police General Damrong Sakittiprap issued a strong statement on Thursday pointing out that Sergeant Major Kimerit Boonchwai is being held in military detention, has not received bail and is facing an investigation into his activities linked with the purchase of millions of identity records relating to Thai nationals on the dark web, which has raised fears and doubts in the last week of a possible major breach of the country's database systems and national security. The non-commissioned officer, NCO, who works in the Army's Department of Transport, is already facing charges under the Computer Crime Act relating to the affair. On Thursday, Thai National Police Commissioner, General Damrong Sakittiprap has moved to tamp down speculation regarding the apprehension and investigation of an Army Sergeant Major who was revealed this week to be behind what appeared in some sensational media reports as an attempt to extort money from authorities with a public threat to reveal personal data and identity information relating to 55 million Thai nationals online. General Damrong Sak told reporters that there were also misleading reports linking the soldier, who was an I-time IT student who had achieved a bachelor's degree, to top political figures or even senior police officers at the highest levels. He rejected such reports as false. Army non-commissioned officer, NCO, being held in a military prison, has not been granted bail and is already facing Computer Crime Act criminal charges. The commissioner said that Sergeant Major Kimerit Boonchwai, the 33-year-old military officer with a wife who is a nurse, is currently being held in military custody and was not in receipt of bail. The speculation regarding the soldier arose after a delay last week when police could not track his whereabouts. On Monday, Major General Sirikan Gathong, deputy spokeswoman for the Royal Thai Army, in response to an arrest warrant issued for the Army sergeant, told reporters he had been suspended from duty and the matter was a personal one not linked with his military career. On Thursday, the police chief confirmed that Sergeant Major Kimerit was being detained in a military prison. The IT degree holder, who worked as a military driver at the Army Transportation Department, surrendered himself on Wednesday to the Cybercrime Investigation Bureau in Nonthaburi province and told investigating officers that he was never involved in hacking exploits of any nature. Not the work of an online hacker or gang, Army officer said he purchased the identity details on the dark web for 8,000 from criminal elements there. He explained he had purchased 8 million current Thai identity records on the dark web for 8,000 and was trying to get publicity for the fact that such information, which may be available in respect of all Thai nationals, is available online and being sold by criminal elements. Police General Damrong Sak, on Thursday, insisted to reporters that no exceptions are made for anyone breaking the law in Thailand and that the junior officer in the military still faces further interrogation which may well be followed by further charges and prosecution according to the law and legal statute. The police chief said that the investigation into the case, as of now, was a relatively straightforward matter after the suspect, on Wednesday, had accompanied police to a condominium he controlled where they seized an array of computer equipment which will be fully examined by officers attached to the Cybercrime Investigation Bureau. Charged with illegally importing data into a computer system and endangering national security under the 2007 Computer Crime Act, faces 5 years in jail. Police Senior Sergeant Major Kimerit initially has been charged with offences under the 2007 Computer Crime Act with inputting false information into a computer system and under Section 14 involving the illegal importation to a computer system of false computer data and endangering national security and the dissemination of false information online. The soldier could be facing up to 5 years imprisonment if convicted on such charges. On Wednesday, The young soldier admitted that he was driven in his actions by a desire to seek public acknowledgement and attention in relation to the existence of the data for sale on a marketplace for criminal activity. He stressed that he had only purchased 8 million records and not 55 million as reported for the last few weeks in the press as public anxiety grew over a possible exploit by hackers targeting the More Prom application developed by the Ministry of Public Health. Online data related to Thai nationals and residents appears to be on sale on the dark web. The exploits of the soldier proves also that it is accurate. The source of the reported data that is still available online is still unknown, but according to the exploits of the junior officer, the data being marketed on the dark web is both current and accurate. It appears to be from national databases. The soldier had been able to use the data linked with key individuals to spark panic in recent weeks, demonstrating the accuracy of the information. Sergeant Guimarat also said he had given himself up this week to protect his wife and remove her from suspicion and media speculation. He pointed out that she did not work anywhere near computers in her hospital role but was dedicated to caring for patients. The frank admissions by the officer caused Digital Economy and Society Minister Chawat Thanakamanyasword to come forward and play down fears generated as a result of the incident on Wednesday. Not the work of a mastermind, says Digital Minister. It is not known when the data was collected. I do not think the matter was politically motivated or that there was any mastermind, the minister told the press. Earlier in the week, military authorities had been forced to come forward and admit that the sergeant major appeared to have gone missing without leave from his post on April 3 after being identified by investigating police who sought his arrest. The officer had been linked to a website which had earlier been closed down by the Digital Economy and Society Ministry following an approved order from the court in the interests of national security.